Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, before I begin the review, I just want to say this. Thank you so much for enjoying my videos. Don't forget to like my videos, comment down below, and overall, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you guys won't miss any new videos I upload pretty much every day. Wow, this was a beautiful finale. So let's start with the beginning of the episode. This was a lot to take in. To be honest, just when you thought that you were done crying after watching episode 15, the producers and them, they were like, nope, you ain't done yet. So it opens up with everyone at GamRi's house paying their respects. To be honest, I really thought that we were gonna see everyone's reaction the moment she passed away, but I guess the producers and everyone else, they kind of went easy on us because I do think that they knew we were going to cry a lot after watching episode 15. So, yeah, they went easy on us. I do love that one scene at the beginning where Dushik explained why GamRi wanted a table full of photos of her, and what GamRi wanted was for to have a big event, and that was her funeral. And everyone at her funeral, she wanted them to laugh and have a good time. And we see shots of everyone doing that. And then later on that night, HyeJin didn't want to go home because she wanted to stay by Dushik's side. The fact that he wasn't breaking down crying and she was worried that he was acting like he was okay, but then Dushik, he went on and said, it hasn't sunk in yet, and it feels like GamRi is still with them, and th- this is not his first time going through a passing of a loved one, and he also said that he'll never get used to it. To be honest, it's not easy to deal with a passing of someone you know and loved, but man, just everything he said when he was telling all of this to HyeJin, you you just want to hug the guy because just look at everything he's been through up until now. Like, yeah, you want to comfort him. And then we finally see GamRi's son, the son that GamRi was talking to on the phone, the same son that she kept asking to come visit her, but he never did until now. And this is where I started to cry because he started to regret that there were so many moments, so many chances for him to come visit his mom, but he kept putting it to the side because he kept thinking, oh, there's going to be more chances in the future, but unfortunately, there are no more chances. And he felt like crying, but he felt ashamed. He felt ashamed that he didn't deserve to cry because he never came to visit her, but I do appreciate what Dushik did after was telling him that because GamRi had a good son, because he took pride in his work as being an accountant and living in Seoul, and she was just proud of him. And because she was proud of her son, that made her happy. And wow, well, first it made her son break down crying, and dang, it made me cry too. And if that scene wasn't enough, just seeing the son carry the photo and seeing everyone walk, oh man. And on top of that, seeing Matti and Sukja, they went to GamRi's house. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh man, they did not hold back in really making you cry. Yo, just seeing both of them go to GamRi's house, talking about GamRi, that she's in heaven now, she's in a good place, she is the most beautiful one there. And just seeing these two make a promise to each other to stay alive a little bit longer, and just seeing them just do a pinky promise, and oh my god. Oh, now I gotta talk about the next scene after that. It was when Dushi found a letter that GamRi wrote to him. It was when GamRi was giving him food and Dushi was going through a rough time, with DoHa and his dad. And here's the thing. You don't need me to recite what GamRi wrote to Dushi. You don't need me to sum up what she said. If you already seen this episode before watching my review, you guys already know. And me explaining it is not good enough to really explain the emotion that was coming out. And if you're watching this review before watching the episode, I recommend you you watch that scene and everything will explain itself. There was that one scene of everyone just going about their daily lives, but they couldn't because the only thing that they could think about was GamRi. And then we get a 1 month time skip. So first, SeongHyeon, he was done editing the project. After that, he went to go help JiWon. She was feeling a little bit stressed out, gave her some medicine. JiWon, she still wanted to work somewhere else and not work with SeongHyeon anymore because the fact that he knew her pretty well because they worked together for a long time and treated her well, this is giving her hope that these two are going to end up together, but she doesn't want that hope because she doesn't want her heart to be broken and just walked off. Until later on this episode, HyeJin was offered the clinical professor job. Remember, HyeJin, she always wanted to go back to Seoul, but because she met Dushik, fell in love with them, fell in love with Gongjin, and fell in love with the people there and also made memories there, she decided to not go back to Seoul and stay. Mison, this was interesting. So first, Mison, she thought she won the lottery thanks to the cop. Um, yeah, when I saw that, I was like, man, you are a dead man. Until he showed her his balance, his bank account balance. It was so much money. It was revealed that he won the lottery. The cop. He didn't tell anyone. I am not going to ignore the kids scene with IJoon and BoRa. Those two were trying to cut out the shape off of their cookie. I think it was called like the honeycomb from Squid Game. But yeah, they were trying to cut it off, but BoRa broke her star, and IJoon, he had a heart, and he gave it to BoRa, and he says, "You know what that means, right?" Then BoRa took it and was like, "Yeah, it's a shape." So yeah, that was a cute moment. I like that. Oh, and there was one scene with HyeJin having a meal with her stepmom, so it was nice to see that their relationship definitely got better. And then we get to HyeJin and Dushik on the beach. First, HyeJin asked Dushik to meet her on the beach. This is where HyeJin proposed to Dushik, but Dushik said, no, 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 and started to stutter. Come to find out, Dushik was about to do the same thing, but HyeJin beat her to it. And I love how HyeJin was like, no, 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 start over, start over. It was a nice moment between the couple. They kissed, the waves took Dushik's shoe, they played in the water, but the lovey-dovey doesn't stop there. HyeJin was trying to pick a name to call Dushik, Oppa, Dushikshi, Jagi, which is really cute. And then that led to them sleeping together and Dushik bringing food to her in bed. And the next morning, Dushik and HyeJin announced to everyone that they're getting married, and everyone was happy and rejoiced. I love that Dushik and HyeJin proposed to each other at the beach, as we all know from the first episode, that's where they first met. Before I get to the very last ending where Dushik and HyeJin were about to take their wedding photo, I want to talk about two quick scenes real quick. The first one, SeongHyeon finally asked JiWon out. It's about time. We already knew that these two were going to end up together, but it's about time. I do love in that one scene where JiWon and SeongHyeon, they were acting a little lovey-dovey while working, and then DoHa came into the room and they started shouting each other. They made it seem like DoHa doesn't know that they're dating, but I think he knows. It's pretty obvious. Oh, and also, DoHa's dad is finally up and walking, so that's good. And then the second scene, right after we saw everyone watch SeongHyeon's show, we see CheonJae at the cafe receiving a call from a lady asking him to join and participate in the show as a former legend in the industry. All right, CheonJae. And then the very last scene, Dushik and HyeJin were about to take their wedding photo. They were about to do it themselves, but then everyone insists that they helped. Everyone was being very demanding and extra, I should say. The sun is too much, and all of that. But then it got to the point where HyeJin and Dushik ran off. Everyone was like, be happy and all of that. So these two finally got to take their wedding photo right next to the boat. And then it ended off with both of them getting a call, well, an emergency call, and they both ran off to do whatever they had to do. I love that Dushik was wearing his shoes and HyeJin was wearing that glittery silver heels. It's basically what led these two meeting each other. So my impression on the finale, again, this was a beautiful, beautiful finale. Everyone got a happy ending. I think this is what GamRi wanted. You know, everyone to be laughing and having fun, not only at her funeral, but also just within their lives. And it would have been nice if GamRi was still alive, but that's just my opinion. And since this was the finale, they did not hold back on making us cry when it came to GamRi's funeral, you know, because, whew, that was a lot. I love that every character was treated the same. Not all of the characters are going to be happy, happy all the time. Everyone has a dark secret, and I love that they took the time to really explain their story and show them being healed. And even if some of the characters' story were more than one episode to explain and to really see them heal from whatever dark secret they got, they were still being treated the same. There's one more thing I want to talk about the drama, and it was this really weird rumor that was spreading around about Dushik. So the rumor was his character has an illness and he was going to die. I don't know how that rumor started. If anyone knows how it started, leave in the comments below, because that came out of nowhere. I mean, think about it. It's a healing drama. That should be it. Meaning that the main character shouldn't be dead, in my opinion, because if the main character has a dark secret and goes through something, then he dies? That's not a healing drama to me. That's just, you're just creating another twist, which you're gonna have to explain in more episodes. So yeah, that rumor just does not make any sense. And yeah, that's pretty much the gist of my review and the finale of Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha. This was a good story, well, amazing story, amazing drama. Me reviewing every episode of this drama does not come close into really showcasing how beautiful and amazing this drama is. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I had a good time watching this. I know a lot of people did too, and I know a lot of people enjoyed me reviewing every episode of this drama. And yeah, what else is there to say? Oh yeah, leave in the comments below how you guys thought about the finale. Yeah, it started off sad, but then it ended off on a good note. Everyone had a happy ending. And yeah, that's it. If you guys like this video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.